5. Right. Better put this on.
Hello, Ron.
Pamela. Hello, Pamela from Frederick, Maryland. Okay.
Hey, Bill. Ready to learn. Good job. Learning keeps you young, you know?
Oh, my.
It does.
I know it does. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
And good looking, too. It makes you good looking.
Well, that goes without
just
saying.
look at us.
That's on AT&T.
Very good. Merry Christmas from Florida Grand.
Florida Grand.
Hey, we've been there.
I was just noticing pictures from there. Oh, yeah, in that book I got printed. Our whole first 10 years of Geeks on Tour articles, I printed up a book and ran across Florida Grand. Hey, Warren. Oh, Michael. Thank you.
I gotta support, right?
Hey, you're already paying us just by being here, Michael.
All right.
We get to learn today.
All right. Well, it's 2 o'clock. I think I'm going to start this thing. I'm ready, but I'm going to start it. Let's see.
Yes, Michael will be our guest today. Our guest teacher.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode number 181 of What Does This Button Do? It's an educational show about smartphones and technology with us Geeks on Tour. Today's beginner's lesson is making video calls with Google Duo and our special guest Michael Daniels. But first, Chris has a quick tip.
Copy and paste on mobile devices. Copy and paste is something people have been doing forever, so matter-of-factly on computers, but it kind of eludes them when it gets to mobile devices. So I just want to make sure everybody knows how. On both Apple and Android mobile devices, it works exactly the same. Isn't that nice? And long press is the key. So you long press until some little markers pop up. You drag them to what you want to see. Then you choose copy. It'll pop up on the screen. Go to the place you want the text and long press and paste. Let me show you how. They say it works exactly the same on iPhone and Android. I'm going to show you on my Android Samsung phone. So what do I want to copy? I'm going to go to a browser and geeksontour.com. So on the first page of Geeks on Tour, we always post this little sticky note as to whether we're going to be live that week. So let's say you want to copy this and send it to a friend. You just long press. And sometimes it takes a couple tries, so you'd have to lift your finger and long press again. It doesn't mean pushing hard, just long press. And these two little markers should pop up. You drag them to select what you want, and then you see this menu has popped up and you copy, and you're done with that part. Then you go to where you want to paste it. So let's say I want to make an email. And in the body of the email, I want to paste it. Once again, long press. And there is paste. And there's everything that you just copied. Now, Twitter and Facebook work slightly different. So I want to show you on Twitter and just on my profile. Once again, here is the tweet that I just posted about this episode on YouTube. And if you want to copy that, the key is still long press, when I long press, first, first it just opens the tweet, okay? Then when I long press, it just says copied to clipboard. Hey, Martin, good to know. It just says copy to clipboard, so you don't have to drag markers and make another. The whole tweet has been copied. Once again, I can go to an email and I can long press and paste. So whatever I just copied from Twitter is in there. Now, just to prove that it does work exactly the same on iOS, here is my iPad. And I'll even use Safari, the Apple browser, and go to Geeks on Tour. And see that little sticky note at the top and long press. And I get these little markers. I can drag and select everything I want and copy. And I can even go to the Apple email program and make an email. And in the body of the email, long press and paste. So that is copy and paste. Long press is the key. Long press on phones is kind of like a right click on a computer.
Okay, cool. Well, hi, everyone. I'm Jim, and here together with my wife, Chris, we are Geeks on Tour. And do you think your smartphone is smarter than you? And do you have questions about your Android phone or your iPad tablet? And how do you learn about these amazing devices?
Well, we are Geeks Who Teach, and we think that the best way to learn these things is continually. So pick small, bite-sized pieces and learn on a regular basis. That's what this show is all about. What does this button do? And every episode is collected, archived on our website, geeksontour.com. And we all sometimes have guest teachers as well, which you'll get today. We get to learn.
So, Chris, where are we now?
We're home in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and we took these, I think they're gorgeous pictures of a full moon over our neighborhood lake this week.
It was gorgeous that night. Okay. I don't see any questions, but I do see a lot of folks in here. Sheila and Attitude Adjustment, Warren, Tom Park, Sheila, Bob. I guess that's Bill and Karen. We're all here. Honey Bert, I'm at home.
Hey, honey.
Hi, honey. If I missed you, welcome. We're glad that you're here.
And backstage pass.
Okay.
Just to make sure. No.
Okay, well, we have a beginner's lesson. That's not on the screen then.
You skipped it.
I did.
Yeah.
I skipped that. Let's do that.
There you go.
I want to remind our premium members that we have a backstage pass. That's a great benefit of membership. It's an online meeting using Zoom, and we'll be using a little bit of Zoom, but it's after the show, and you'll get a link from an email. You should have been sent an email, but if you didn't get that email, just go to geeksontour.com and click on member login, and you'll find the link to the Zoom there. You need a smartphone or a camera and microphone somehow. They're on everybody's laptops.
On laptops,
and
yeah.
on your smartphones, but you can join us either way. Okay?
All right. So we have a guest today, Michael Daniels. And if you've been with us for a while, you already know Michael. He's done a couple other guest shows with us. He is a Google product expert in Google Duo, as well as other things. So, Michael, say hello and tell us what all products you are a product expert in.
Hello, how is everyone? I am a product expert, and I started out in Hangouts. That's the one I've been the longest. So I've been with Hangouts forever. So Hangouts, Duo, it used to be Duo and Allo, but they got rid of Allo. That happens quite often with Google for whatever reason. They decide to just drop a program. So I've stuck with Duo. Messages, I'm also in Chrome. I also am an assistant and made by Google Home. So so I'm all over the place answering questions. So.
And Michael has a YouTube channel as well. You can
I do.
go to just youtube.com/Michael Daniels, right? For
That's absolutely correct.
His Tinkering with Tech show, which he is live, at least 2 times a week, 3 times a week?
One. I do one live show on Wednesday was our Tinkering with Tech show. We do that at Eastern time at 5:00. And then and sometimes special times, if we have a special guest that can't make it at that time, we'll change that time up a little bit, like this week. That's happening actually. And then Friday, I do a live game show that I do, and I have a lot of fun.
So he gets together every Friday night with friends and plays a game, and everybody online is welcome to join in. And we will have links to his YouTube channel down in the description below here. So
thank you. Thank you for mentioning that. I appreciate it.
And he has a full-time job.
I do. I do have a full-time job.
He coaches kids baseball.
I do volunteer coaching baseball. I do that as well. Yes,
and spare time. I'm not sure.
That's right. Just ask my wife. She doesn't either.
But we really appreciate you coming on here today.
We do, and we always learn something from Michael. And I'm really looking forward to learning more about Google Duo. This week we got together online earlier in the week to test it a bit, and just to make sure that we do have. I put together a little video of our test earlier in the week. I want to play that first, and then we'll turn it over to Michael to enlighten us further.
You ready?
Perfect.
This recording shows a video call being made from my iPad to Michael's Android Pixel phone using Google Duo. Just open Google Duo, search for the person you want to call. When you find him, just tap on his icon, then choose whether you want to make a phone call, a video call, or leave a message. Tap video call. That's it.
If that's for here, I'm not me.
That should help it.
Okay. And I just jumped right in here because I'm just testing on my iPad if I can record this. You know, the iPad has a feature to record its screen. So this is Duo. Boy, it is really nice and clean, isn't it?
Oh, I love it. It's the best.
Yeah. And then I can switch so that you're seeing what I'm seeing.
Yep.
Instead of seeing me.
Yep.
Okay. And I can, if I don't want, so if I can prim back, and I would say, oh my God, my hair's a mess, I can just turn off my video by tapping.
He can turn his video off too if he wants. Then it's just like we're on a phone call. No video at all. Another option is to switch windows. If you want your face, or in this case my black screen, to be in the big window, just tap your window. And when you're done, you can hang up.
Sorry, start over. That's it.
So that's it. That's just the very, very basics of making a video call on any device. So we made sure to use iPad on one side, and Michael has Android Pixel, and it is just so easy to make a video call. All right. So tell us more, Michael. Take it away.
All right. Well, I will say this, Duo, I think is one of the best as far as quality. I mean, the calls are just so clear, and that's one of the reasons why I really like it. I've like I said originally to you, I was a Hangouts person, and Hangouts has video call capability. But just the quality of Duo is just incredible. I mean, it's just so much better. We're going to probably get into maybe making a couple calls so you guys can see it in action, possibly. It just depends. It depends on the sound or whatever. We don't want that to intrude. But also, I will show you my phone and show you parts of my phone. I have no problem showing you that. And then we might even show you like on the computer where you can see that kind of stuff. Some things I'll talk about and won't show you, but some things I just want to make sure that you know about. So that's kind of where I'm going with that. And if I don't look directly in the camera all the time, a lot of times it's because I have 5 monitors and I'm looking at whatever. So just kind of get used to that, I think. But anybody that saw, I think I was on your show explaining Google Keep and how much I love that. Duo is one of those products as well. So let me get right into it. I will go to, let me show you, first of all, my phone. So I'm going to switch over to my phone. This is my phone. And then I have my Duo app right up here. You can kind of see. Hopefully you can see this fairly well. I mean, I hope you can. I'm going to click on the Duo app and it brings you in right there. You can see my latest phone calls of who I've called and that kind of thing. It kind of gives you recents. That's kind of nice. I like to have that. It gives you there's a lot of information on screen too, like this says right here, swipe down to record a message, that kind of thing. So one thing that's kind of nice too is you can pin, like if I hold down on Chris's, I have choices here. I can start a video call, start a voice call, record a message, add to your home screen. If there's someone that you use or call all the time, you can add them to your Android home screen. Now I have an Android, I don't have an iPhone. But this is a great thing. Like if I call my wife all the time, I can just have that on there, boom, and I can make a video call or a voice call to her, okay? I can delete Duo history with that person. If I don't want to keep a history with that particular person, I can take that off, or I can block a user. If someone's just annoying me and they've gotten out of hand or whatever, I can actually block them. So that's a really cool thing that I like, that you can get that straight from your contact, okay? And if you notice these ones that have like 3s, that means I have 3 people in there, like Geeks on Tour. That would be Chris, Jim, and myself. I can name it whatever I want. Unfortunately, right now, I cannot change the icon. It stays a 3. But I send feedback all the time on that, and I would love to be able to put like y'all's logo. Then I know it's you guys. Or if I have a fantasy football team or something like that, and I want to put a football on there, so I know that's my fantasy. It's a quick identifier to make that call to all of them. I would like to have that, or send in a message to them, a video message, or a video message. I need to be careful because there's some things. I'm also a trusted tester, so I have to be. Oh, somebody's sending you a call. But I love that, being able to pin contacts to the home screen. Really cool. I like the fact that I can delete the history if I want to. And they have added, this is really nice as well. One thing that I really, really enjoy is they've just added recently right here. I can call my home devices, okay? So what that means is I have a Google Nest Home device. I can call that device specifically. So if I know that my wife is in the living room or something like that, and that's where my home device is, I can call from my phone that device. That is a really cool thing that they recently added. Drives her nuts. But what's nice about that? What's nice about that? All she has to do is tap on it, or answer. She can say "Okay, G," and then answer the call. And when I say "Okay, G," I'm trying not to set off everybody's devices. So, I've learned it. Go ahead.
I do have a question on that though. By Google Home device, you're just talking about these things.
Display. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Now that particular one probably does not have that functionality, because I believe that is just the Nest. That's not the Nest Hub Max. The Nest Hub Max has a camera on it.
Right. It's just a home.
So, okay.
Yeah. Right, so right. Exactly. So any device, it's a hub, but not a Max. The Max has a camera. The hub does not. So any of these displays that have a camera allows you to make a Duo call, because that's the only thing you can do is a video call at that point with a device. Is that clear or no?
You can just ask G
Yes.
to make a duo call. Is that what you ask it?
You can say video call or duo call. Like I right now, if I were to go upstairs, I could say I do this all the time with my grandkids. So I'll say make a video call to Steven, who is my son. And it does. And then it says Steve Daniels, calling right now. And it also gives you the knock knock feature, which we'll talk about that in just a little bit. But it gives you the knock knock feature where you're showing your video to them when they go to respond. So that way they see who's calling. They can immediately see who's calling on their phone or their device. And a call, if you were to call me right now on my phone, it would show up on my phone and my device.
Oh,
okay, because I'm
okay.
Yep. So upstairs, my wife you'll drive her crazy because it's going to go off there as well as here. No, she's fine. She knows what I'm doing today. So, but you were fortunate enough to meet my wife
at the
meetup. Yeah, you guys met her. So
we did.
Fun.
Yep, sure did.
Right.
Now I do want to show you real quick. Let me just kind of go to the. This is the desktop version. This shows, okay, it's very basic and brief. So for example, it has my recent call, same as my phone, and then it just has the active on. It tells me everyone that in my contacts that's active on Duo. That's kind of cool. So that I could make a call to any one of these people because they're active on Duo.
Now, when you say Duo on the computer, is there software or are you just going to a website?
That's a great question. It's done through, okay, so you like, and again, I have Sandbox in there, but it's not supposed to be. It's duo.google.com. Okay, so it's duo.google.com, and that's a way they could receive the call as well, but they do have to have a duo set up at least through their mobile device. I don't know. I know that's really confusing. But I asked and tested this, and you have to have Duo set up through some sort of mobile device in order to make. You see active on Duo right there.
Yeah.
They have to be active on Duo first.
There has to be a phone number associated with it somewhere.
Yes, right now, from everything, yes, exactly. So from everything that I've seen or done right now, yes, that is a fact. Okay, but if you notice also on the recent calls, you remember how it had the number 3 with my groups?
Yeah.
On computer, you cannot do group calling yet. That's the way they said it to me, because I keep sending feedback, and I've asked some people since I'm in the product forums, as a product expert, they have said it's not available yet on computers. So there's no group calling, it's just individual callings, but you can make a quick call. And if you have a headset like I do, you're making your call and you don't have to, it's not like picking up a receiver and holding it and all that kind of stuff. You can just make a quick video call, which is very convenient, I think. I really like that. I like the ability to be able to do that, except for the people that don't have it, the app. And then I have to then you send them an invite. Okay, so if they don't have the app or whatever, you're pretty much sending an invite. Okay, so sending an invite, you cannot send an invite to a landline. This is something that we just figured out in the green room here. So I tried to call my home phone number, but I have to send an invite to my home phone. And because I can't receive and give that info to be invited, there's where you cannot use it with a landline. Is that clear? I hope.
Yeah. Well, you need an app on both sides, right? Yeah. Or a computer.
Exactly.
So,
yes.
It needs to be a smart device.
There you go. That's the easiest way to put it. Yes, that's right.
A landline doesn't work. As opposed, where there are some systems that you can call landlines from.
That's right.
Smart devices, but this isn't one of them.
But I will say this, and that's why I mentioned that last one. They just recently added that where you can call your home device. That is so awesomely convenient. I mean, it really has helped out. I mean, and when I say helped out, not necessarily helped out, but it's been great because it's hands-free. If I'm cooking or whatever, I can do all of that, answering the call, etc., with just that device in a video call and get a question answered or something like that, or talking to my granddaughter while I'm cooking, or in the living room wrapping presents and covering them up because we don't want her to see hers yet, or something like that. But I love that. The device availability, to me, it's very convenient and it works really well. I mean, it really does. Sometimes it's difficult to hang up. I will tell you that if you have one of those devices for whatever reason, and I send feedback whenever I do it. But other than that, I love it. I'm going to keep moving on. All right. Sending a voice message using Google Duo. This is really awesome. And I'm going to show you on my phone this time. Okay. So this one is kind of cool. There's two ways you can do it. I can go to, let's say if I click on Chris's icon, I can send a message right over here on the red, and I can send a voice call. I can start a voice call, a video call, or a message right with her. I can actually, this is a new thing. I can send a heart. This is just stuff that they're trying. I can send that, and she just received a heart, okay, on her end. But I can send her a message. This is kind of cool. So I can click this, send a message, record my message, and just say, hey, what's going on? How are you? And end it, and then it always going on. How are you? There you go. It always checks it, and then boom, I just sent that to her. So she received that and got that. But one thing that's kind of cool too that I like is that I can swipe down to record a message. I can do that before I get in with Chris or Heather or anybody else. I can actually swipe down. Well, there, and then I can just start the message, and then it's going to ask me who I want to send that message to. So then I could send that to Chris or pick somebody from my contacts and add it that way. So there's actually two ways to get in and do that, which is kind of nice. So if you just like, I want to send a message. Okay, boom, I send a message. Rather than sitting here going through, okay, I got to find so-and-so or whatever, I can just start the message and then add the contact once I'm in there. So there's two ways to get in there, two ways to skin a cat, so to speak. So that's kind of nice. Somebody asked me the other day, and let me see if I can do this. I think I can. Yeah, I can send a voice message or a video message. Okay. And I'm covering up the other option because it's not available to the world yet. Okay. All right. So you can do voice or video. So that's why I'm covering it up with my finger, what the other option is. But you might be able to guess, but I'm not going to tell you. One thing that's kind of nice too is in my dialer app, they've added, this is on Android. Now, Chris, you might be able to help us out with iPhone or whatever, but if I go to my dialer, my phone dialer on my desktop, right here, this will immediately tell me, like, for example, if I go to my mom, this is my mom at home. If I click on that, I can't make a voice call. If I click on my mom's mobile, and this is why I did this on purpose, so you could see this, I can make a voice call because she's set up on it.
You mean a video call?
A video call, excuse me, I apologize. Yes, a video call. My wife, okay, I can click video call. My brother, I can click video call on any one of those because they already have it set up and it's ready to go. And my history shows not only my phone calls, but my video calls as well is included in that. I don't make a lot of video calls to them, so I probably won't have a whole lot of video history, but I'm just going to tell you about it. Like I said, we could sit here and go in and in and in on all these different things. I'm not going to go that detailed on everything, but I really like that though, because you can go back and see, oh yeah, I called you on this day or whatever, or I sent you a video message on this. Now, video messages, they last for 24 hours. I'm almost positive, but you can download them. So if you have a video message that you sent and you're afraid it's going to run out, because whenever you go in to do it, it says, hey, this one's expiring in, an hour, you can go ahead and download that message and then I put it in Keep and share it in Keep, where I have a collaborative thing with those people in Keep. So that's I've found myself because I'm a terrible typer on the phone. I know these kids nowadays can get their thumbs going and stuff like that. I'm a terrible typer. So I video message a lot of people. There's a lot of video messages coming from me.
Why don't you go ahead
When
and
we went out,
send me one,
okay.
and then we can show
Okay.
how it is received.
Absolutely. All right. So I'm on my phone, and let me get to the right one. Okay. And if I click on Chris right here, there's that. And that was the video message right there. And I can just hit message, and I can just hit the red button in the middle. You can see right there. And I can say, hey, Chris, I just wanted to send you a video message. I'm in the middle of your show, and hopefully you enjoy what's going on, and maybe you learn a little bit. And then I can stop the message.
And I'm not going to go who it is because there's no face.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, and that's only because I have the camera set up here. That's what it's looking at. I can actually change cameras too. I can face it out. We've done that. Like a lot of times at work, we'll be with the guys at work, and we're there on a construction site, and they'll put the camera out. We'll be in a duo message, and they'll say, hey, this is the crack in the floor that we're talking about that we came across. What do we do? And that kind of thing, which is nice because now they can show whatever they're showing. So we use it in a practical sense as well. So let's show
this side of it then.
Yeah, show yours. Yeah, show yours. Exactly.
Because I did just get a notification. So I have 2 notifications from Duo.
And hopefully you enjoy what's going on. Maybe you learn a little bit.
So that was the video message from you, and I could reply, and I tapped
I think it's a little
to start recording. So well, I'm already doing a reply, but the reply button was right down at the bottom next to the record button. So it is recording now, and that's all I have to say. So I will stop it, and I will send. So the send was that little paper airplane like icon was the send.
Nice.
All right, and that was just a message. So that's not a interactive video call. That was just a message. And so now what? You can show how that was received.
Yeah. So on my screen, what happens is with my phone, this is really awesome. You see how her icon has changed. Chris's icon has changed because that's letting me know, hey, there's a video message in there that I've received. I can go to my Duo app on here. Now, like Heather has not sent me one, so I don't have anything like that. It just shows the icon. But if I go here, this lets me know, hey, there's a message. I can click on it, and then I can see all the messages. Here's the ones that I sent. And then here, that way, if I forget, let's say, oh, I forgot I asked her something. Let me go see what I asked. You can see that right there, but then I can go and see her message right back. And that's that little arrow to reply that you're talking about.
I'm already doing a reply.
Don't know if you can see that. Let's see.
Was right down at the bottom next to the record button.
Yeah, let's see. Right there.
So
that little back arrow, I think, is the reply.
And that's all. Or you can just call me right now, right? Just say, that's a great thing. I have time right now. Let's talk.
Yep, sure can. I can click that right now. Boom. And here's what I was talking about. Here's me. Just so you can see me. That's a video call, and that's the knock. Okay, stop.
What's all this noise?
Really, I have it's so that video call from Michael is coming in on my iPad.
And your phone, right?
Answer your phone, will you?
Yeah, I just hung up.
I guess I have to answer it before it will stop ringing.
Yeah, see, we're finding glitches.
Well, that's with 2 different devices. So I answered on one, and the other one kept ringing. But,
still ringing. Yeah, exactly.
Are we? No, we're not on now. Did you hang up?
I did not hang up. No. Oh yeah, I did. I hung up. Yes, I hung up. just because it kept ringing, so I wanted to make sure.
Okay. Well, I can go put this
Let's turn it off.
All right, so I've turned the
mute it.
phone off, and
Yeah, there you go. Yep. So you can just get out of it. If you lose connection, you can always come back into that phone call too, which is kind of nice. So if one person's still on, you can always come back in, which is kind of nice to be able to do that.
I have a bunch of questions here.
Oh yeah, fire away. Listen,
Okay,
that's what it's all about.
So I'm going to have to scroll up a little bit. And let's see. Is Google Duo replacing Google Photos? No. And Mindy wants to know, can I use this with an online tutor? Like she's talking about somebody helping her or helping somebody else as a, I think.
depends on what they're teaching.
Yeah, it depends on what you want to do. And Ron says, and this might answer it, what's the difference between Hangouts and Duo?
Okay, well, Duo was designed, I think, mainly to give you just face-to-face calling, kind of in my opinion, was a competition to Facebook, where Hangouts had a little bit more. I'm sorry, FaceTime.
Right.
FaceTime, yes, thank you, appreciate it.
Apple FaceTime, which so many people use. It comes on their Apple, and they just touch it with the contact, and boom, you are in a video call. So that is the main purpose of Duo, is just an easy video call.
And because
quick and easy
is
video
Apple
call
only, you can only use it with Apple devices.
Which is why I absolutely love Duo, because it's open to everything.
And your wife has an Apple phone, right? She has an iPhone.
Exactly.
So
yes, absolutely. And my kids, and both my kids. Yeah. Yeah. So it's fantastic because I don't have FaceTime, I couldn't do a FaceTime with my granddaughter. Now, because we both have Duo, we can Duo anytime. I can Duo her, through my son, or my son can Duo and say, hey, look, she wanted to talk to Pop or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, yes, it's cross-platform. That's a big deal.
Involved. Any charges? No?
None.
Duo's free.
None.
And
Duo's free.
Bill wants to know, does a swipe down in Duo to record a call also record the video?
Yes. It's a video message that you're sending. So yes, you can send, if I'm not mistaken, let's just look at that real quick, because it's a good question, but let me just go down here. If I scroll down, yes, do you see where it says voice or video? I can switch it to voice. I can send it just a voice message to someone, or just a video message to someone. And again, I'm covering up an option in the future. I know. I'm sharing probably something I shouldn't, but so yes, the answer to that would be yes. Okay. Other question?
Can you video and download? Not sure what Sheila.
Yes. Yeah. So what she's saying, what you do is you create a video message. So I would create a video message that I want to send to somebody, and then download that message before the 24 hours is up, which I think is what she's talking about. So yes, you can use it. I mean, you don't want to use this as a recording device. There's a lot of other tools out there for that kind of thing, but it's something you can do. So if I send a message and I see that they haven't answered that message in a long time, I can say, you know what, I'm going to record this. And then I can send it to them through Keep, email, something like that, just so that I know they got the message or whatever. So I think that answers what she was asking. I hope. If it's not, please clarify. I'll be glad to go further.
If you are active on Duo, does this also mean you're active on Hangouts?
Well, that's an interesting question, because with Hangouts, you have to have a Google account. With Duo, you have to have a Google account. So I would say they're not interchangeable, but I would say yes, because you have a Google account. Therefore, if you have a Google account, you have a YouTube account, you have a Gmail account, you have whatever you want, because you've signed up with Google, a Google Photos account, a Google whatever. As long as you have a Google account, you have all of Google's products entwined in that. Hopefully that answers what they're saying.
Okay, now we've determined that Duo on a computer is strictly browser based. And Mindy wants to know if it has commercials in the browser.
That's a great question. I know a lot of people ask about that. There's absolutely no commercials, nothing along the side. They're not advertising. And this is what, December of 2019. So right now, that's the way it is. And no, there's no commercials. It just has, just as if you're looking at your phone, no ads, no any of that stuff.
Okay, so she wants to know if it is difficult to hang up. And then does that line stay open? And how does one disconnect?
Okay, my experience, is she talking about on computer or phone? Because both those experiences for me have been fantastic. I mean, it hangs up, boom, it's gone. Right. It's off screen. Yeah. It's not hanging there. You don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, I left my phone on. But you do have to do that. It's a manual thing that you have to do. So like on the device that I was talking about, the Google Max Hub that we have, right. I have to go over and turn that off. I say end call, but it doesn't always end call. I go over and manually do that. So I'm glad she kind of asked that question because I had that issue. But on my phone, every single time, if I end call, it's gone. On my computer, end call. You know, if I walk away from my computer and I end the call, if I hear, you get a notification sound from the other person, I can hear when they hang up. It makes a notification sound that they've hung up and it's off. There's no coming back to that. I have to get back in order to come to that phone call. So that's a great question. I'm glad that they asked that, okay, whoever that was. I'm sorry.
If you have Duo and the person you call doesn't have it, they can't see you, but you could see them.
Okay, that's an interesting question. Now, here's the deal with that. This is what we found out beforehand, right? You can, if they don't have Duo, you're sending an invite. There's no phone call happening. So the phone call never happens because what you're doing, like my son for a long time didn't have Duo. All he had was his FaceTime. He was in the Army. He just couldn't download it, whatever the reason was. And I kept sending him invites. I tried to make a phone call. What it does, it says, this person's not on Duo. I'm going to send them an invite. And as soon as they accept the invite, once they accept the invite, now we can have that interaction. So what Richard's saying, you can't have that call until they've accepted the invite to Duo. So they have to set it up.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Is there a way to know if somebody's viewing me?
Okay, so I think you may be talking about knock knock, maybe? Like I can turn on knock knock. So if I'm sitting there, okay, it's going to be, if that's what they're talking about. You think that's what they're talking about?
I'm not sure, but let's show them, let's show knock knock, okay, and maybe that's what. And what I want to do, I want to just show from my side and you call me. So first I want to show them the setting. Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And make sure that your face is showing so that it makes it clear. Okay.
Absolutely.
So this feature called Knock Knock is something special to Duo, and let me show you what it is. So I'm in Duo, and there's little 3 dots up here. That is the settings and settings. And Knock Knock is a setting. It can be on or it can be off, and I have it on. See your friend's video before you answer and let people see your video before they answer. Okay, so mine is on, and now Michael's going to call me.
Let me just clarify on that. What people are nervous about is that if you have knock knock. So Chris, you just said this, okay, and I want to make sure this is real clear. You have knock knock turned on. I have knock knock turned on. You're calling me, okay? You're getting ready to call me, so it's going to show your video. But if I don't have clothes on and I'm receiving the call, it's not going to show me. It's only the caller that has the knock knock, so you can see, hey, Michael's calling me from the Eiffel Tower. You know what I'm saying? Because he's standing in front of it, and boom, this is pretty cool. I want to answer this call. But you receiving the call, and I want to make sure that's real clear, there's no video going to pop up. So if you got your phone sitting next to your desk or your device or whatever, and you're doing something that you don't want somebody to see, you can respond. Your video's not coming up to receive a call. I just wanted to clarify because you said it. I'm just going off of what you read verbatim. So go ahead.
Okay. No, you call me.
Okay. You want me to call you?
Yeah.
All right.
And make sure that your face is in the call.
And I'm going to call you. So hopefully.
No, I want to show this.
There we go.
So he's just kind of a hazy outline. He's real dim. And now I accept the call and he brightens up. But I was able to see his face dimly. That's what knock knock is.
Now let's do the same thing that Jimmy showed me this time, because I want people to see that when I make that call, I can't see anything on Chris's end. You can hang up on that. That's fine. Oh, you already did. Never mind. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to make the video call and we're going to show my end, and you're going to see that all that is seen. Okay, so here's me. See, this is it. I don't see her video. See, I never saw her video, so she didn't have to worry about what her video looked like. We're getting the echo thing. So
until we actually connected. And then you see my video, and that's what it's supposed to do.
Exactly. So hopefully that clarifies and clears up. These are great questions, though. Excellent questions out there. I like that, because that's really what you want to get out of this, is that you learning something and why this might be useful to you. I love that kind of stuff.
Now,
one thing that I really love during the call too, that they just recently added this, is muting video. You could always mute your voice, but you couldn't mute video. And now you can mute video and voice, which is nice, because sometimes you might want to take the call, but you can't take the call muting your video. So understand that. So let's say I don't have my shirt on, might not be appropriate with whoever's over there. I immediately answer the call and quickly hit mute video. So that would be the thing, is just click that real quick, mute video. And, if your audio is really loud or your dog's barking quickly, you can click the mute audio, that kind of thing, which I'm so glad they did that. So glad.
Okay, let's see. Have to turn the camera off. We talked about the knock knock. Can you talk with more than one person?
Yeah, you can. So a duo video call. Is that what you're talking about? In a call, getting 8 different people? You can have up to 8 people in a video call. Is that what it is?
Okay, that's what it sounds like.
Okay, if not, if they're talking about, can you talk to more than one person in a room? Yes, you can. And one of the interesting things, and it's not rolled out for everyone, but Duo now allows you to, what happens is, let's say we have 4 people in a room. Okay, and we're all sitting there looking at our phone. We got our phone in front of us and 4 people. Whoever talks, the video pans to that person. It's a really cool and neat thing, but it's almost kind of scary because it goes where the voice is and gets to that person that comes on screen, and it goes to them. It's really kind of neat, but so that's interesting that came about.
Be interesting to see how that goes.
Yeah. One thing is too, and Chris, we can do this again if you want to, or I can just tell you about it. That little video, remember how she said there's a little video you can switch the person by clicking on it, who's on screen, etc.
Right.
You can slide that little video around too. If it's in a wrong corner and you're trying to show somebody something, I can slide that up, down, sideways, or whatever on that screen. So the little video you can do. When you have multiple people on a screen, there is no video editing. Everybody's in a spot and they're in a spot. You cannot change where they are.
Okay, I have a couple people I could add on to a call. Shall I show?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Okay. So where that is, you have to do it beforehand. You can't make a call to one person and then add in other people, right, Michael?
Correct. That's correct.
Okay.
Right now, you cannot do that. That's correct.
So what you have to do is create a group, and it's right here. Create a group. And I'm going to include you in the group. I'm going to include Martin Brossman, a friend of ours in the group, and I want to include Honey Bert in the group. And I guess, yeah, and I guess I'm included by default, right? I mean, I'm making the call, so okay. So then what do I do? I don't want to press the X. I'll deselect them, right? So
you should say done at the bottom. Done.
Ah, there we go. Done. Sorry, didn't see it.
No, you're all right.
All right.
There's a group.
So now I have a group, and I know that both Honey and Martin are awaiting this, so I will just tap start, and it's calling all three of you.
Yep.
Ready to turn it down.
And we click join. Join until we get in.
All right, so we're finally getting the feedback now. There.
I knew that. So we have.
Oh, I thought they were ready.
I'm in.
Yeah, you're in.
Okay. But there's just the two of us. In.
There you go.
Oh, there's Martin.
There's Martin. Hey. Good. Good. Did you know you guys are both in North Carolina?
I'm actually South Carolina.
South. Oh,
I thought so. I was gonna.
I'm sorry.
She never listens.
Okay.
That's because I was muted. I was muted so we don't get the echo on the show, so that's why I was muted. So there you go. Just a great job. Wow, that was wonderful question. I'm so excited you're working with reality. I've done it as well. You gotta get on the get a little California into the real world as often as they got great products.
And Martin is another teacher. I learn a lot from him too. All right. Yeah, I am, so that we don't get the echo. Now I turned it back on, and we'll probably get some echo. So that's it. I'm going to hang up now. Thanks, Martin. Bye-bye. So notice all I have to do is tap the... Oh, there's Honey. There she is. Okay, I'm glad. And Honey is also in South Carolina. They're over by Hilton Head.
Jim, if you just show my camera real quick, you can kind of see right here. You can see who is in the call, but I can also join because they're obviously still in there. I can actually join back. So I just wanted to show that that's a possibility. So I can go like that, and boom, I would come back in if they're in there. So yeah, see how it comes back?
Okay, so as long as the call is going on, you can leave and come back.
Yes, yes. So if there's a bad connection or something happens, then yes, you can do that.
Okay. I'm gonna hang up now. So I want to see just the red. It's just the red hang up button, and it's gone. It's done. Okay.
Yes, we covered a lot. We covered a whole lot.
When people out there make a duo call just with their phones, they aren't going to have problems of echo. Realize that we're doing a video within a video within a video here, and we have so many different microphones. So just making sure that you don't think that those issues have to do with duo. It has to do
exactly.
With
all right. There seems to be
exactly great point. Go ahead.
There seems to be some confusion about there is no app for a computer for Duo.
That's correct.
It's strictly browser-based, and so there's no app to install on your computer. You do need a Google account, and you just go to duo.google.com, and you'll find what you need there. So Mindy says, can I just put Duo on computer without putting the app on my phone? And well, you can use Duo on your computer, but there's no app to put on the computer. Okay.
Right. It's good. Exactly. And your contacts would come from your Google account's contacts.
Right. Or
so if you go to contacts,
you need to.
Right. Exactly. Contacts.google.com. That's, that.
Yeah.
I find that it wants it in your contacts for whatever reason. Duo wants them to be in your contacts, but yes, you can dial that number and it should work as long as they have a Duo account. And it'll probably, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong on this, but I think it will automatically add them as a contact once you're done with the call. I think. Could be wrong on that. Don't hold me to it, but I think that's what I learned the other day or whatever. So.
All right. Let's see. Could you use Duo instead of Zoom for like our Backstage Pass thing?
It's a different monster. It's a different thing. Zoom is used for meetings. Duo is used for that video call, that personalized video call that you need to, let's say, I know I've used it before. Like my mom says, hey, can you look at my coffee maker? I can't change the time on it. She can put it to the outside camera and she can point it there. It's something like that. Or like I said, we're in construction business. So the foremen are able to say, hey, listen, I have a crack in the floor, or I have this, or this is an obstacle that we have. That to me is a useful tool that way. A Zoom meeting would be, hey, we're having a meeting, et cetera, and all that kind of stuff. So I don't look at it as a replacement for it. It's more of a, how did Chris put it? I think you put it.
Just a different tool. And for those of you who don't know what Zoom is, you can find information about it on zoom.us. It is what we use when we have meetings, like in our Backstage Pass, or it's part of how we're bringing Michael into this show. So Zoom is great for meetings. And it has a lot of features.
Yes.
Duo is mostly one-on-one video call.
Yeah, think of it as a replacement for FaceTime.
Yes.
For people who understand FaceTime, I guess.
Yeah, or Skype.
Yeah, or Skype.
Really, you could, to a certain extent, Skype. Yes, exactly. But the video is just incredible. I love the video that you get from it. I can actually cast it up onto my TV in my living room, my big screen TV, and the video, it's really great. They do a good job with that.
Because some things cannot be cast. You can cast.
That's true.
Call.
Yeah, I can. Well, on my Android phone, there's nothing that says cast on there, but on my Android, it's workaround. I can on my Android cast anything that's on my, what do you call that, desktop or whatever they call it, your main screen or whatever. I can cast anything onto my TV from my phone.
Not and that my most Pixel people would want to do that, so I'm.
I know. We're talking about a whole lot of other stuff and everything.
About phone calls here.
One other question.
That's right. Is
there a time limit? Is there a time?
Oh, that's a great question. Great question. No, there's not.
Well,
we have not found that there's a time.
I think she's. Can you record the actual phone call?
No, you cannot record phone call, and I think the video messages, I believe, are 20 seconds or 30 seconds. I can't remember what it is. I know that it changed.
Not be a tool for recording a short student consultation. No,
nothing like that. No. So again, Zoom would be your tool for that. This is a tool for this, etc. Matter of fact, just to or boast my community, we actually did a workshop yesterday on Zoom. So I actually showed a lot of the settings in Zoom, and we did a workshop in our community. So that might be a reason to join our community. I have to do a little sales pitch, sorry. But
there's a lot of good reasons to join your community.
Oh, thank you.
And
thank you. I appreciate that.
In in the description
Thank
below
you.
too,
the
as soon as
comments
we're
and
done
stuff.
in the comments.
Thank you. Thank you
Okay,
very
we
much.
better get to
Appreciate
review
it.
questions, or
Go ahead. Yeah, we could do it all day.
We got to. Okay. Where are we? This?
yeah.
All right. I think that.
Now, this slide is just a reminder in case you were not with us last week. We have a Christmas gift for our members. I have put together a 265-page ebook with a compilation of all the show notes for the last 2 years. All of these YouTube shows, I write up detailed notes and put them all in an ebook. It's free for our members. You just go to geeksontour.com and click on the menu for tutorials and ebooks, and you'll find it there.
Okay, sign up for our free newsletters at geeksontour.com/news, subscribe to the channel, buy Mrs. Geek's Guide to Google Photos, and become a premium member at Geeks on Tour.
If you were expecting the 3rd edition of Mrs. Geek's Guide to Google Photos to be done by the end of the year, sorry, it's not happening.
There's going to be too many new things coming up.
Yeah, by first quarter 2020.
Okay. Right, and since if you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and click the subscribe button. Even if you're not, go over to YouTube and click the subscribe button for Geeks on Tour and click on the bell for your notifications. Right, let's see. Before you go, what is the item in back of you, Ronald? Oh, that must be...
I think that must be for
Oh,
Ronald.
that must be for Michael.
Oh.
Michael wants to know what's behind you there. That's the Iron Throne, isn't it?
It is. It is from Game of Thrones. Yes.
Yeah, Michael wants to be
King
king.
King of the North or King of the South or whatever. Yeah, exactly.
Winter's coming. Be careful.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
All right. It's time for questions. Let's get into that. Well, did you learn something? True or false? Both sides of a call must have the Duo app installed. Michael?
Yes, indeed, they must. So you must have a Google account. Okay. So let's put it this way. You have to have a Google account because we determined that you can get there through the website from one person and on your phone with the other. So, I said the word Google. She reacts every time I say that. So that's kind of a tricky answer. So I would say yes, go ahead and put it on there and get it. So that way you have it.
I should have said both sides must be Google Duo users.
Okay. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. So yeah, Google Duo user. So yes, you have to have, in order to get that call. So for example, if you're on your computer and you don't have Duo open, you're not going to get that call. But if you have Duo open, then you'll receive that call because it's open in the browser. So that's kind of I would just say that's right. I would be safe and say yes. You know what I'm saying? Y'all both go ahead and get it and have it on your phone. Because that's what, that's the kind of thing like FaceTime, like what Chris was talking about. It's good to have that. I mean, it's good to have this as a video call capability. And I use it instead of text messaging all the time. I always send video messages. Boom. For a quick message. I mean, it's just, to me, it's so much easier. It's just
quicker to type. Okay. To make a call, you need the recipient's A, phone number, B, Google email address, C, neither A or B.
I think it was either A or B, wasn't it? Isn't that what that said?
Phone call,
either
phone number, or a Google email address.
Yes, or both. Or both, right?
Okay.
I would say, okay, so here's the deal. So on that, on the phone number or Gmail or Google email address, I want to say, and this is something that I know that we've talked about, and you can go out there and look at, I think Android Central or Android Authority said that you can use it via email. You can actually make a call via email. I have yet to be able to do it yet. So maybe that's a rollout kind of thing coming, but to answer that, you should be able to do it by both. But right now, my experience is only by phone number.
Phone number, right. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So devices that can be used on a Duo call. Landline phone? Computer? iPhone,
Yes.
Android,
Yes.
iPad, tablet?
Yes, indeed.
And what are the benefits of Duo over FaceTime?
Well, my thing is FaceTime, it's as far as a benefit goes, is that FaceTime is for only iProduct users, where Duo can go on all devices, tablets, different things, and all that kind of stuff. As far as Skype, mainly video quality. That's my main thing, is video quality.
Yeah,
That's
Duo
what I
is
would
just
say.
becoming known as having the best quality, even in low bandwidth.
Right, right.
So
They really make that push. So yeah.
the feature that allows you to see the live video of the person calling before your answer is what?
What I always do, I always knock knock on wood. Knock knock. It's knock knock.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. And how do you record a video? Let's see. How do you leave a video message? A, record a video and attach the call. B, select the recipient and click the record message button. Or C, make the video call and leave a message.
That would be B, select the recipient and click on send a video message. Now I did show you, I mean, that's out of the choices there, that is it, B. But I did show you that you can do that ahead of time and then click the person. But you can do that either way. So you can drag down or whatever, slide down. So awesome.
Well, great. Thanks for the information. Let's put this up there. I want to remind you about the Backstage Pass. It'll be right after this show.
It'll take us a minute to get there.
Because I have to change Zoom meetings.
So
and
if you get there before us, just wait.
Just wait. We'll be there. And go ahead and check it out.
I'm just curious, did I pass the test? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. You got an A+, buddy. Good job. All right. Let's see. Next, what's the web page that lists all of our weekly shows, Chris?
geeksontour.com, and the menu item is weekly class.
And the web page that lists all of our newsletters.
geeksontour.com, and the menu item is blogs and news.
Okay, why do people pay $60 a year to join Geeks on Tour?
There's lots of member benefits. You get to ask us questions on our Q&A. You get access to all of our materials. You get the written notes. And some people become members just to say thank you for all this stuff we do for free.
Next time?
Nope. Next time will be next year. See you next year. We're taking the rest of the year off.
But if you have an idea for a topic, and go ahead and put it anywhere you can find us, on our webpage, on YouTube, just checklist.
So happy holidays, everybody.
Merry Christmas. Let's see. I think that is it.
Thanks so much, Michael.
Thank you, Michael. We really appreciate you. We'll see you next time on What Does This Button Do?
And you'll be backstage, right?
Yes,
Okay,
I will be there.
We'll see you over there in just a few minutes.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for letting me come on.
Right, cool. Now, about it. I'm going to close it up.